With more people turning to short sales to sell their homes quickly, it's important to understand how they work and what players are involved. Fox News legal analyst Bob Massey is here to fill us in. Hey, Bob, just quickly tell us what prompts someone to a short sale?
Well, because they don't want to have a foreclosure to affect their credit as bad. So short sales are designed to sell the home for less than what it's worth. But there is a process, and I want our viewers to understand infrastructure-wise, Eric, exactly how this whole thing works.
Okay, so when a homeowner decides to list the house for a short sale, how does it actually, what's the whole process? Who gets involved? What do they have to do? Go ahead.
All right, so let's say you make an offer on my home, Eric. That offer is sent in to the lender immediately, and let's assume there's a first and second on the home. Immediately, each lender, independently of one another, appoint what's called a negotiator. That negotiator is there specifically to review your finances. They will send forms out, Eric, that want to see what your monthly expenses are, what your liabilities are. They want to see tax returns. If you're in business for yourself, they want to see profit loss statements. If you're not, they want to see your W-2s and your pay stubs. Those negotiators, Eric, are the players that are involved with the realtor's negotiator trying to ultimately reach a decision if you're going to be able to have a short sale accepted, and you have to show financial hardship.
Well, who pays for all this?
Well, basically, everybody has, the lenders are paying for the negotiators, and the realtor has a negotiator that gets paid a fee on the back end. And what they do is what's called a BPO. It's called a broker's price opinion. Each of the lenders will put a value on the home. Usually the first lender, Eric, will send somebody in and take pictures of the home. It's like an appraisal, but they call it a BPO. It costs a few $100. The lender pays for it, but it gives them a range of what the value is of that home in the area where the home is located. And that's a very important part of this whole process of a short sale.
All right, and you talked about the second mortgage, but can it play a role? Can it stop the process?
Major role, because a lot of times, here's what happens. That second mortgage knows they're like a creditor. They're unsecured. It's underwater, Eric. So the first negotiator will say, look, we're not going to even consider Massey's offer at all unless we know that second mortgage is going to be willing to be bought down for a lesser figure than what's owed. Because they figure, why spend all the time going through this process if the second's going to hold it up? Because the second could say, hey, Massey, you owe us $50,000. We want $25,000 or we want $15,000. And a lot of times, in order to get a short sale approved, Eric, the seller wants to be, they want some contribution
they want to get it done.
From the seller.
They want to get it done.
They want to get it done.
Yep. Hey, Massey, thank you so much for getting up really early for us in Vegas.
Oh, my pleasure, guys. Take care.
You can email Bob Massey your questions at foxandfriends.com. Coming up.